Earlier in the course, I talked about the financial requirements for the PMP exam. Now let's talk about how you actually qualify to pass the PMP exam. We begin with the PMP exam application process. You'll complete this online at PMI.org. Once you are approved by PMI for the exam, you'll receive an authorization to test email. It'll have a code in it that you use when you register to actually complete the PMP exam, whether in person or you want to do it remote. You have 1 year from the date on that eligibility letter to successfully pass the PMP. If you get to the end of that 1 year, you have to start the process over. So don't wait a whole year. There are two paths to earning the PMP. We have with a degree and then without a degree. With a degree, you have to have within the last 8 years, 36 non-overlapping months of project experience. So this means that you have a total of 3 years in an 8-year window. You have 3 years of project management experience. So it doesn't mean you have to have 3 solid years. Maybe you're a PM, and then over here you're a BA, and up here you are part of a team, whatever the case may be. But the total amount of experience you have must be at least 36 months of project experience. Then within those 36 months of project management experience, you need a total of 4,500 hours leading project management tasks. So this means you're leading tasks like initiating, requirements gathering, planning, actually doing the execution from a project manager's task, monitoring, controlling, and closing, or whether that's in a predictive or agile, but 4,500 hours tasks total. You have to receive 35 contact hours of project management education. This course satisfies that requirement. Or you are currently a Certified Associates in Project Manager, a CAPM. Step 5 here is iffy, and I say it's iffy because there is a possibility that you could get audited. Not everyone gets audited, it's a random, and we'll look at that in a moment. Now what if you don't have a degree and you still want the PMP? You can, lots of people have, but the requirements are just a little bit more stringent. In this instance, within the last 8 years, you have to have 60 months of project experience, 60 non-overlapping months. And we'll talk about what do you mean non-overlapping, just hold that thought for a moment. And then you have to have 7,500 hours leading project management tasks, again within the last 8 years. Just like those with a degree, you have to have 35 contact hours of project management education. This course has you there, or you have the CAPM, and again, you could get audited. So let's talk about the unique months of experience. This is a question I get quite a bit. Let's say over a year, we have an individual that they're a project manager, and these are the 5 projects that they're managing within that year. So we have project 1 lasts from January to the middle of May. Now overlapping project 1 is project 2 from February out to the end of June. And then you can see project 3 overlaps a little bit, project 1 and project 2, and it goes all the way out to October. And then overlapping with project 3, we have project 4 and project 5. The individual does not get to say, well, project 1 lasted from January, February, March, April, May, so 5 months. Project 2 lasted 4 months, so there's 9 months of experience. And project 3 lasted for about 5 months, so I'm at 14 months of experience. No, it's non-overlapping. So we only get to count the total number of months that this individual served as a project manager, which in this instance would be just 12 months. Even though those projects overlapped, it's unique months of experience. So they don't get to take the sum of all of those months working as a PM. As I mentioned, you'll complete your application at PMI.org. You do this online. It's really pretty easy to do the, fill out the little form. In fact, you can start it and stop it, save it and come back to it later. You want to complete your application as soon as possible. It's easy to complete the form. Now, the hard part is you have to document your experience. So you've got to put the dates in there. You have to make certain that you have the contact information and where this project took place, what were the dates exactly from the start to the finish, and it calculates for you how many more months you need. Now, online, you can go out and Google, let me get an application worksheet, and it's an Excel document people have created where it'll calculate it for you, and then you can copy and paste it. Okay, that's fine, but really the application does it for you. You don't have to do your work twice. So, do that if you really want to, but PMI doesn't see what you give them until you submit it. So you can do all of your work in the application and just save it and come back to it when it's convenient for you. All right, so that's some important information there about preparing to qualify and go in and complete the PMP exam. Great job. Keep moving forward.